Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. Let's go. The 1992 10 pence coin bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II is a quietly familiar piece of everyday British currency that also carries more story than its modest face value suggests. On the obverse you'll find the effigy of Her Majesty, the mature, dignified portrait used through the late 1980s and early 1990s, surrounded by the customary Latin legend indicating her name and titles. The date, 1992, appears below or beside the portrait, anchoring the coin to a specific year in the long reign. The reverse shows the traditional national motif used on decimal 10p coins for many years, a stylized heraldic lion representing England, designed to be instantly recognizable and to connect the small coin to centuries of British heraldry. The lettering there clearly states the denomination 10 pence, or 10 pence, so the coin's purpose is obvious even at a quick glance. Like other circulating decimal coinage of the period, the 1992 10 pence was struck in standard cupronickel alloy, a durable silver-colored mix used because it resists corrosion and wear while remaining economical to produce, and finished to a typical circulation strike that shows the design crisply but without the mirror polish of a proof issue. Historically, 10p coins introduced in the late 1960s and used through the 20th century were part of Britain's transition to decimal currency and became a mainstay of pocket change. By 1992 the coin was long established and widely used in everyday transactions, vending machines, and public transport. For collectors, a 1992 10 pence is usually common. Most examples seen today were struck for circulation and survive in varying conditions, but it still has interest. Uncirculated, high-grade, or specially struck variants such as proof coins issued by the Royal Mint, or any very small minting errors will attract more attention and a premium from collectors. When assessing condition, look for the usual signs: sharpness of the portrait and lion, presence or absence of surface scratches, any toning or discoloration, and whether the rim remains crisp. Avoid coins that have been scrubbed or chemically cleaned. Cleaning can leave irreversible marks and severely reduce collector value. Gentle natural toning is normal and often acceptable to collectors. If you're using the 1992 10 pence as content for a video or a written piece, it's useful to mention context. 1992 sits in a decade of relative continuity for UK coinage design, before later portrait updates and the redesign of some reverses in the 2000s and beyond. Note also that while most 1992 10 pence pieces are common and not especially valuable to casual sellers, certain collecting niches, for example, coins preserved in mint condition, coins with die errors, or coins with unusually attractive toning, can command higher prices. For everyday owners who simply want to identify or preserve their coin, practical tips matter. Store coins in a dry place away from acidic paper or PVC plastics. Handle them by the edges to avoid fingerprints, and use soft coin flips or acid-free envelopes for storage. If you suspect you have an unusual variant, compare it to trusted auction records or consult a reputable coin dealer for evaluation rather than attempting any home restoration. Finally, the 1992 10 pence is more than metal and legend. It's a small piece of social history that circulated through people's pockets, payphones, bus fares and purchases during a particular moment in British life. Whether you're a content creator needing a detailed narration, a beginner collector wanting to learn what to look for, or someone who simply found a dated coin and wants to know what it is, the 1992 10 pence is an approachable and visually pleasant example of late 20th century British decimal coinage, easy to identify, rich in small details, and a nice entry point into numismatics without requiring specialist knowledge or investment.